All right, there we go. We are live. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my fellow comic book collectors. My name's Chris. This is We Love Comics, and it's almost the end of the year. It is currently Monday, December 30th, so only one more day to go until New Year's. So in case I don't make a video tomorrow, I just want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. I already see people starting to pile in. I just want to remind people while we're waiting for a couple more before I turn on the video, that if you're in the Pinellas Park area, Tampa area, basically the west coast of Florida, around the mid-central region of the west coast, Saturdays and Sundays, I am at the Wagon Flea Market. That's in Pinellas Park. In Booth N50. I sell some of my comics, some collectible knives, some other things. So if you ever want to come down, please say hello. I'm selling some of my comics online for those nowhere near Florida, or if somebody just doesn't want to make the trip. The link is in the description, and also sign up for the cashback program. The link is in the description and in the live chat, so you can get $10 additional cashback if you spend $25 or more within the first 90 days, and I get a one-time referral fee. So anybody that can do that definitely helps. So I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I hope you've enjoyed my videos this year. I will be doing my top 50 of my books that I got in 2019, but I'm not going to be doing that until the beginning of January because I have one or two other comics that I want to unbox. Because let me put on the video camera over here. If you could see, that's some of the books I've been getting recently that I still have to unbox, but I wanted to get some more of the key issues in so I could fit them into the 2019 purchases. So let me say hello to everybody that's here, and wait until the end to see who's today's surprise subscriber shout out. If you want one, basically you should be a subscriber, but you don't have to be. But Games and Comic Maniac is first. Welcome. Horror Breakdown, always good to see you. Jerry P, Michael P, maybe they're related. We got Sharp Seller. We got Willie Survive. I got what you did there. Very nice. We got Okinawa Jarhead. Welcome. Collect What is here. Rand Tour is here. Alex the Comic Quarter. Always good to see you. Comms Collection and many more. Welcome. So even if you're not catching this live, I do this all the time. Just periodically check my channel. You never know when I'm going to make a video. So I have the video camera on. We have one comic box, but it has two key books, and one of them that both of these, they've already been in the movies. Now, whether they bring them back or something, that remains to be seen, or, for the future, use a different person to play the character, who knows? But the funny part is, these were mega key books before they were introduced or even in the movies, and they will continue to be valuable way after. So these are two books that what I would call a buying opportunity right now, because you can get some pretty decent prices on these, because, some people that collect only collect based on what they see in the movies, and then once they're over, they tend to forget about them and the prices go down. Now, if it's something like Thor 390, where Captain America lifts Thor's hammer, I mean, spoiler alert if you don't know about that by now, something like that is going to stay down because that's a one-time thing. But first appearances of major characters, these books are going to continue to be desirable. So don't let the masses fool you into thinking, just because the prices are going down just a little bit, that these are not worth getting. So this is of both of these books, I think these are my third copies. And of course, I always tell the price, which includes the shipping and handling, because if you just mention the price without the shipping, well, you're not calculating the total amount that you're paying. So one's a lower grade, one's about a mid-grade, and this book, both of these books I highly recommend to get, because now's the time if you haven't gotten them to get them. So here we go, and Harvey says, friendly reminder, pound that like button. Thank you very much, I hope you will. Harvey says, I was also elsewhere on the web, but here, hello folks, Chris and Cats of Chris. And Buddy's doing really fine, he's definitely fitting in. Shy's getting a little better with them, but Oregon and Buddy have been playing a lot. We're taking him to the vet today to do the checkup from 2 weeks ago, make sure he's okay. Daniel just did a super chat. Thank you very much. That's really nice of you. I always appreciate when people do that. So let me show the first book. You've seen this before. You should pretty much know what this is, and this is definitely a book. Don't give up on this. Iron Man number 55. First appearance of Thanos. This is definitely a book. I mean, there are rumors that in the Eternals, he's going to be, you know, like, who knows, maybe he might be the next Baby Yoda. But this is a key book to get. This is definitely something not to pass up on. Also, Drax the Destroyer's in this. I mean, there's also the Blood Brothers, but nobody knows about them, and who knows if they'll ever be used in a movie. But these days, you never know, because, you know, who would have thought a tree and a raccoon would be in a movie? So anything's possible, but I doubt it. But this is a book still worth getting, and with shipping and handling for this book, I only paid $230. This looks like it's about a 5.0, maybe a 5.5, because you could see the cover presents really well, and especially for a book that's pretty much got a lot of white in the background, these can get very dirty, so they can get lower grades. There's a couple little, right there, you can see a color breaking crease right there, a couple little pieces right there. Same thing with the bottom corner, nothing major, just near the edge. I mean, for a book that's in the mid-70s, you know, that's fine. A pressing would definitely help this book. A dry cleaning would help this book. But for $230, I think that is a really good deal on this. Now, Comics Collector says that's a score auction or best offer. I bought these a couple of weeks ago, so I don't remember if I made a best offer. I believe it. I did contact them because I do that a lot. But you guys know me. I will not pay full price for something, even if it's something I really want, because I know that eventually somebody else is going to sell it, and I'll just wait and get a better deal. So these are definitely books to acquire, and especially this one. Now this one, I mean, I knew when I got it, this is probably between a 2.0 and a 3.0 at best. Somebody wrote their name in two little spots, one's crossed out, but still, this is an amazing book, and don't give up on this book. This is my third copy of this. This is one of the books I had in high grade that got stolen from me years ago, back in the days, but this is Avengers number 4. This is the first Silver Age appearance of Captain America since the Golden Age. This is definitely a highly desirable book. Now, there are people that talk about a Tales of Suspense book being the first appearance. It is not. I forget the number, I'm sure, because a lot of my subscribers are much smarter than me. They'll remember it. But about a month before this one, they had a Tales of Suspense issue where they do show Captain America. But when you read the book, you find out it was not actually Captain America. It was somebody copying him. They tended to do that to see if people were ready to have him back again. And the next month, they brought back the original Captain America. So this is definitely the first appearance. The other one's still nice to have if you can get it cheap. But this is a book because, you know, the current Chris Evans, or is it Chris Hems? No, it's Chris Evans. His run is supposedly done. Who knows, you know, with alternate universes and dimensions and timelines and things, you know, you might see an older version of him. You never know. You know, just because a contract is over doesn't mean a contract cannot be renegotiated. So he may not be done, but even if he is, this is still a very key book. This was very expensive before the movies, and it's going to stay that way. You're never going to see this book in the dollar bin. And if you do, somebody did not know what they were putting in there. And Daniel just did another super chat. That's nice. I really appreciate that. You don't have to do more than once. But anybody that does that, I want to make sure I show the attention, because I really appreciate that. And it definitely helps, because any of the money that people donate and things like that, or if they don't want to donate and you use the cashback program, which helps you, and I get a one-time referral fee if you click on the link, and I will post that right now. And Daniel says, shout out my vids. So, oh yeah, I didn't know you actually had, yeah. You know what you do? When this video uploads, because it won't let it do it in the live chat, post a link to your channel, and please subscribe to Daniel Cochran's channel. So, yes, that's no problem with that at all. And when somebody does something nice like that, I'll be having no problem promoting other people's channels. Some bigger channels just don't want to do that. I mean, I'm definitely not a big channel whatsoever, but anyway, let me show you the price on this one. I paid with shipping and handling $450 for this book. That is about a 0.5 to a 1.0 price. Now, of course, that's GoCollect.com graded, but I will eventually get to some graded. Now, you can see it's got writing right there, somebody that owned the book, and there's a scribble one right there, but that's the only writing. I mean, obviously, I'll have to check inside. There is some spinal issues. You can see there's some color breaks and everything, so this was definitely a loved book. See, there's some cracks and everything, but the staples are intact. So this was a well-read book, a well-loved book, and I love lower grade books. I mean, like I tell people all the time, low grade is better than no grade, because whether this is a 0.5 or this is a 9.8, you still own it. So the grade is basically depending on, you know, first of all, can you afford a higher grade? And second of all, does it really matter in the end? I would rather get 10 of these lower grades than one higher, because then with the lower grades, I can do trades, I can sell them faster, because yes, a 9.8 is going to be very desirable. I don't even know if any exist, but even if they did, you're talking probably in the tens of thousands of dollars, and that's going to limit the amount of people you can, you know, sell it to. Daniel says, check out my WLC mystery bag live unboxing. Yes, he has done that, so check him out. I'm going to make sure he posts the link to his channel in the chat when it goes and processes, so please go subscribe to his channel. So those are the two books. Avengers #4, First Silver Age Captain America. Definitely a desirable book. Do not give up on that book. And it's the same with this book. Even if he is not in the Eternals movies, or that's the end of him at that point, this is still key issues to get. This is Iron Man 55, first Thanos and first Drax of the Destroyers, and the first Blood Brothers. But like I said, that's, you know, as of now, they're not using them. So I paid, what was it, $450 for Avengers 4 and $230 for Iron Man 55. So $680 for both of these books, I think, is a steal. I mean, obviously, if you find them in a yard sale or something, that's a steal, or you bought them years ago. But for this time of the equation, this is definitely books to have. Horror Breakdown just did a super chat too. He says, which boards do you use for thick comic bags? I use the regular boards, but I will add extra boards. As a matter of fact, I have a video about this. If you ever get books from eBay or wherever and they mail them to you, don't throw out these bag and boards. Put a new bag and board when you put your comics away, but put the old ones right behind it, because it gives it more stability. That's why, like, very valuable books, I'll take a couple of these bag boards and I'll put them behind to make it more stable. So, I mean, instead of buying 100 of the backing boards and using half of them just for backing up the others, don't throw away the ones that you get. I mean, if they're smelly or, you know, moldy or something like that, yeah, you don't want to use them. But a lot of them, they're still in pretty good condition, and you could use them to make it more stable for your comic. And I also, on the front and back of every comic box, I'll put a couple of these in the front and back, right where the lip is, you know, the little handle in the boxes. So this way, because when you fold those boxes in, you got that little foldable half lip, and comics, if you put too many, could press against that and cause a little dent in the first comic. So adding these or adding a piece of cardboard can help that. I have videos that talk about this anyway. So I just use the regular bag and boards. There's always one that'll fit whatever bag you put in, the regular boards. And then, like I said, if I want to give it a little bit more stability, I just take the ones that people mail me. Instead of throwing them out, I use them for support, and it saves you a lot of money. So those are the two books. Let me do today's surprise subscriber shout out. If you want to be one, like I said, if you hit subscribe, that's awesome. You don't have to. And if anybody can share the links that I post, I really appreciate it, because it does help my channel. And today we are going to have, as today's surprise subscriber shout out, we'll go to, and hopefully they're still here, we're going to go with Steve Lewin. Says Happy New Year. So Steve Lewin, Lewin, you are today's surprise subscriber shout out. Hopefully you stuck around to check it out. If not, I still appreciate whatever time you spent watching the video. So that's it. Those are my two comics for the day. I'll try and see if I can do one tomorrow, but obviously being New Year's Eve, if I don't, I want to wish everybody a happy and safe New Year's. Please do not drink and drive. Be safe, so we can have you watch a bunch more videos of mine in the future and get yourself a bunch of comics. Don't be afraid to ask for deals. Don't be afraid to wait for deals. And don't forget, it is not you, it is not I, it is We Love Comics, and the one person that's still here. Thank you very much, and it just shows that YouTube doesn't know what they're doing. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day. I'll see you next video.